Get this show on the road.
Father, come
on. Oh dear. Let's see what we can do. No turn one, that kind of sucks. Not too bad, man. Been taking it pretty casually. Hey, what's up? What a pain in the ass to deal with. If I play Grimnir, they're just going to clear it using these. It sucks, so I may as well just go into that. Worst case, it goes to floor. Floral gets played on 4 and clears it. Pretty good. Ah, oh, come on. Suppose there's one bonus, that's not going to get a huge booster. Getting the evolve is pretty nice though. And if I can go into turn 5 Luminous and then hopefully keep my board, I should be alright. That's being optimistic. Alright, Prince Catacomb, of course. Means I may have to go into Cyclone instead. Oh, this is going to be difficult. I mean, they could trade that. What a pain. Well, I'm going to start by getting rid of that. I'm going to play the Grimnir. Try and limit the board, I guess. That's going to be a problem no matter what, but I hopefully can deal with it with something. After all, I'm in with a shot. Interesting. They're gonna completely fuck me, but I mean, that was definitely interesting. Take that to 6. And that's gonna kill me. Yay. Ah, dear.
The void will be there for me. I should have foreseen this.
I hate going up against aggro shadows and mid-range shadows all the time. Nice to have some variance. Like, I don't mind them too much, but geez, come on. Might go to mid-sword instead. Close game though. Yeah, close enough, I guess. Would have been nice if I wasn't pressured by the catacomb all the time.
You must die. Time for me to prove myself.
Alright, not too bad. Alright. Nice, that's what I want. Nice early game. Now if swing works out, hopefully we'll be alright. Alright, so that looks like it's going to work for a nice little bit of balance. My ramp dragon Dan got 9. Oh wow. That's an impressive amount of ramp. Okay, I should be able to easily drop Floral on 4. Ah, it's a little bit of a pain. Hoping I wasn't gonna have to deal with the Goblin Mage. Due to ramping every turn and wasting a turn. Jeez. It is impressive. It's impressive you managed to get that much ramp. Alright, if I can force them to choose, I could be alright. Ah, and of course, fucking Jungle Warden. Trade into the 4, leaves it with 3. Thinking maybe the Luminous, because then I do get to keep the Luminous up here. And now that we've drawn a second one, that's actually become a lot nicer play. Okay, if we can leave that up, then I could get the free evolves, or free evolve onto the Luminous Mage. Drop Aldous on 6. And curve out pretty nicely. I'm not always salty. I just bring the appropriate amount of salt to the table. Ah, that's a pain in the ass though. Alrighty. We can drop the Aldous, which doesn't feel great, but I mean it's something else. I need to push more damage, so I think that's what I'm going to aim for here. I mean, they've already used both evolves, so I'm not too worried about that. They've used a lot of materials that they would normally use on a Roach combo, so I'm not too stressed. And with what's left, hopefully I can just pull Luminous and get a good boost going. It'd be nice if Grimnir could come out earlier and clear this shit off, but... well, that was kinda lucky. I mean, hitting either one of those would have been worse than hitting the one. Alrighty. So if this does go for a trade... God, just filling the board. Great. I think I'll drop this, along with the Luminous. I'll just go all face. May as well try. I'll get rid of the Goblin with this, I think. Setting him to 5 leaves me with a fair few options. I mean, I can draw into another Aldor, I can draw into Albert, I can draw into... Mage won't do it with anything like that. I can draw into my 2 damage follower. Because the, no, because the Evolve won't do it then, will it? No, okay. So basically Albert or... what's it called? Shit, now I forgot. Aldor would pretty much do it, but at this stage I don't think I'm going to get that because of these bloody ward. At least there's one advantage, they've kind of had to use this super early, so now I really only need to push 1 more damage. Which isn't going to be easy, but I'll try. The Genos just feels so much nicer here. Does go to 5, doesn't it? Yeah. But it does stay out of range. Pretty good. Get the couple of damage I need to set up Grimnir. Now, as long as they don't Elf Queen, 15, that could be a problem. Not Elf, is it Elf Queen? No, I don't know. Whatever it is. The big healing drop would be a pain to deal with. But at this point they have to sacrifice 2 things on board to kill the 2-2, 1 to kill the 6-1, and then they've got to try and clear the 2-3. Especially with Luminous Mage in hand, it means I can easily go for game next turn if they don't full board clear. Alright, so that's one thing. So they'll be able to deal with most of this. Just a matter of can they deal with the 2-3. They can't, I should be able to lock the board down. Yeah, Fire Button. Been gone for a long time. Hope you got all your work done. Ooh. Just need to push this little bit of damage. Alright. May as well do it this way. Playing some ranked in League. Oh, all that League. Fry your brain, man. Okay, you didn't have Elf Queen. Yeah. If he had have had Elf Queen, I would have been screwed, but it looks like this is my game now. That Jungle Warden's nothing compared to Grimnir. There we go. We better unscramble those brains of yours. Get them all set and ready to go. Alright, so that's 1. Oh dear.
You must die. Bow before dark dragon, ruler of the sky.
That's one opinion of Lightning Blast, I guess. I don't think Lightning Blast is overall that bad. Sure, you know, it does destroy pretty much all amulet-based decks, but that's kind of the idea. It's one card that destroys all amulet-based decks. Not like they have 10 cards that do it. Grimnir is amazing, that's why. Run 3 Lightning Blast always, it saves me so many times. Well, it's a good card overall. You can't, like, it's definitely not a bad card.
We're together forever.
I am the Mad Cyclone.
Could roll in the entire control sword dragon.
More where that came from.
Dragon's gonna be really hard to nerf though. Plus, overall, Shadow's a much bigger problem than Dragon is.
Strength and beauty together. You are done for.
Loyalty is ironclad.
Joe Dragon Grimnir combo is pretty amazing, honestly. When you can pull it off.
You keep relying on you, dragon. Ready to witness my cruise?
Alright, so I think I'm gonna use that to trade with the 4-1. Yep.
Hey, that hurts.
Deck using World Grimnir. There is a neutral storm deck that works really well with Ginger. I can't remember where I saw it now, but
Me. Ow.
You're safe with me.
Feel your shit.
just to limit the ramp ability. Yeah, but to limit the ramp ability, you're gonna break cards. How do you limit a ramp ability without breaking them? I mean, if the only card you can really change would be Sybil, and that would be completely getting rid of the ramp and just allowing it to do the heal and draw system. Like, that's all you could really change it to. So how else are you gonna change cards that already do that? The only other one would be to change would be Furfur and just allow that to heal and draw, but I don't know, it just makes it difficult. This can do legend whenever a follower comes into play, give it 10 Storm. Yeah, wow. Has to be removed from the board before the storms can attack face. So yeah, that's the only thing you can do with it at the moment. There was the IGN interview with Psy Games, and they had said that they're bringing more support for things like Ginger in the next expansion. So they're kind of just introducing it now and then adding more stuff later.
Me, Captain. It won't be long now.
This way, if I draw into basically anything, I can win. Only ramp when summoned alone. But then you're not eliminating the problem of it ramping. Like, sure, the healing is kind of a pain, but I mean, if they're only going to be ramping, like, it's still going to be the same problem. They're still going to be accessing turn 10 in, like, turn 5 or earlier in some cases. So it doesn't really fix the ramp problem. Ah, damn it.
Armor's been pierced.
But now even Albert's not going to save me.
Cyclone.
You and I, knight. My sword brings hope. It all ends here. Shining pellets suffer by my blade.
Alright.
Ow.
I hope they can't heal, which I know they probably can, but it's about my only chance. Okay, Dragoon Scyther.
Take up my shield.
The sky's my destination.
I'm gonna see if I can bait them into turn 10 or not. Fur. Damn it. Double, fuck's sake. That's even worse. Well, there goes any chance of baiting them. Suppose the next option is to just try and push again. And Fangblade's good if I want to deal with something like Bahamut at least.
Apologies, sir. Lewis water.
Fuck's sake, see, they keep all their healing till the end anyway.
Lewis water.
That's annoying. Double Sybil though. I think maybe upping the cost of Sybil to be a 6-drop might work out. That could be a potential fix.
All must come to an end.
Better than Haven's healing? Oh, I don't know about that. It is definitely... Well, I'd say they're very close to being almost identical. What do you think's the worst problem with Sybil? Honestly, it's the ramp. Pure and simple. If you get too much ramp. The healing is a great bonus. Like, it's still less than Lucifer. Maybe up it to a 6-drop instead of a 5. But it's because it still doesn't activate till after overflow. Probably... What is it? I don't know. Hey, look, Dogomatic turns up. But it's just gonna be hard to deal with this. No way for me to actually do anything against this board. What a pain in the ass.
Foreseen this.
Oh dear. But yeah, the next expansion, well, what was it? April, May. It'll be end of June roughly. Usually it's every 3 months at this stage. It's great to have Doggo here. He must be bored or tired, one or the other. Maybe both. Definitely, it'll be worth saving gold for the next expansion. I'm starting to save gold starting next month. So once that ticks over, all my gold will be going towards the next expansion. I may spend a little bit here and there, but nearly all of it will be going towards the next expansion. With all the free packs you get, it's really not an issue to me. So we get 3 expansions or 4. What have we got so far? 3 in under what, 6, about 7 months. So I would say probably close to 4. It's going to be somewhere between 3 and 4 a year at this rate, because it's roughly every 3 to 4 months.
You must die.
It seems to be 3 at the moment, but they might change that depending on how they decide to do the game. Because the more expansions they release, it's going to be harder to balance without doing rotations, which I think is what they plan on doing anyway eventually. I'm not tired or bored, I'm just playing Duelist. Oh, that's not too bad then. Alright. Last button, you just want nudes because you want to write an amazing fan fiction. Now that you've got all your work done. This rotation. Set rotation is basically what Hearthstone and stuff are doing. So you take a whole set away when you release new sets. Similar to what Magic does. The interview that IGN did with them, they talked about set rotations, and it seems to be an extremely high possibility that that's something they're looking into doing. It's just a matter of when. Luminous Mage is such a fun card. Especially when you get the Luminous Knight and you already have a board and you just deal shit tons of damage off it. That's sad. Yeah, but they're not going to really have a choice because they'll have too large a card pool. So they'll probably, I would see it as tournaments will have that set limitation and ranked play, and then unranked you'll probably be able to play anything. That's how I would view it, but who knows what they'll actually do. It is all just speculation on my part for most of that. Doesn't mean you can't get cards from older sets or the cards are obsolete. Basically, it'd mean the cards are obsolete, so you can still get them, it's just you wouldn't be able to use them in ranked or in tournaments, most likely. Similar to what Hearthstone has done.
The pleasure was all mine.
You won't be able to play them in ranked and tournament settings. That's kind of what I think they'll do. Broken mechanics, yeah, that's it. It stops the game from getting too stale, it allows them to have more development room when it comes to competitive and ranked play. If you look at how Hearthstone has done theirs, it'll probably be something very similar. Yeah, that's all my missions now actually, because the other one I had was only like one before. Let's open something, let's see. Let's see if Doggo can give us all the luck he's got. We need all that Doggo luck. We need to open something good. But like I said, this is all just kind of speculation mostly, except for the fact that they did mention they were thinking about doing it in... Well, that's terrible. We did get 2 outcuts. They did talk about thinking of doing it in the IGN interview. If I can find that interview, I'll probably tweet it out so people can actually see it at some point. What to play now? Might play some classic aggro. Irish like bestows legendaries, at least one. Oh, I wish I'd need more legendaries. Haha, not in that pack. Makes sense. Doggo may be able to give you some form of access. I don't know what he could do.
Time to get started.
Bow before Dark Dragoon, ruler of the skies.
Well, Crim and stuff have access, don't they? They aren't supporters, I guess. Alrighty, so not too bad. I would have preferred a 1-drop, but
Greetings.
the Urius is nice. Vania for 6 will get us 5 or 4 damage. Single Vania, probably not worth it that way. Yeah, we'll give SN $1 a month though. Yeah, well, that could work. If, let's say, Sybil was omitted from the game and replaced with something else that does not involve ramp, Would that balance Dragon? Highly possible. I would say if you created a card similar to Sybil, you'd probably want it to be a 6-drop, activate up Overflow, gain 3, so it's a little bit better than Lucifer because it's a single class card, but it does heal 1 less, so I think that could balance it out quite nicely, honestly. And I don't think it would completely balance Dragon. Like, Dragon's just strong overall. I think it would slow. I think the problem is it ramps too quickly. So they have access to plays that no one else has access to so early. And I know that is the main idea for Dragon. But I think maybe it's just gone too far. A good comparison is Druid from Hearthstone. Their ramp is a little more balanced. So it's not as severe, which is nice. That's why rotations are good, yeah, pretty much. Rotations are great for stuff like that. Some people hate them, some people love them. That's just how they'll probably end up.
It's me, Vania. It's me, Vania. Go Bloodkin. Go Bloodkin.
I could have evolved the Vania,
Go Bloodkin.
but I think I'll evolve this and just ram it, get rid of the Dragoon Scyther. As long as I don't have to deal with something huge, I should be right.
Could've done worse.
So for Astral Communion, which is pretty severe. Yeah, but that has a really big drawback. Discarding your entire hand is a pretty huge negative. Like, nothing in Dragon has that big a negative impact on you.
The sky's my destination. Ready to witness
Yeah.
true strength?
So it's, yeah, I think it balances itself out because it can be either extremely good or extremely bad. Which is a fairly balanced way to have that. So go for 3, use that, and hit face. And I fucked up, didn't I? No, that's still going to be enough. I nearly fucked up. Whoops. A pulse transfer should be take away the ramp, but it can heal without overflow. Yeah, that's possible. I would still probably put it to 6, though, as a cost, instead of 5. That way, Furfur isn't going to be kind of obsolete overall. So it means you could drop Furfur on 5 and then drop Sybil on 7. Tell Dragoose to create a Discord. I have a Discord, I just don't use it, and I don't have anything on it at the moment. Jay has one, doesn't he? A not safe for work section. I can always link you to Jay's. What was I doing? Aggro. Classic aggro. Let's check Jay's. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I'll link you to Jay's Discord. Ah, my thingy's broken again. 1 sec. I accidentally closed Discord now. Gotta bloody reopen my chat thing, so it occasionally breaks.
Get started. This match is mine.
You can go to Jay's Discord if you want not safe for work material.
Hey there.
I'm gonna get my Discord up and running at some point. It's just I really haven't been bothered. And I mostly just hang out in Nexus Discord anyway. So if we get rotations, we'll probably lose Darkness Evolve first. Honestly, I'd miss Seraph. And now I think about it, we probably will lose Darkness Evolved, guaranteed when you look at it like this. They released Aegis, which is basically a better win condition, which creates direct contrast, so maybe rotating that set out with that wouldn't be so bad. But we do lose a lot of things. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I can't say for sure, but It would just be interesting. Your own reply to opponent's greetings. Nah, screw that. I'm not into clicking on these like hardly ever. Sometimes I will, most of the time I won't. I just can't be bothered.
Oh, there's Sparky. Go! Go!
How about this? Alright, so now they kind of got to choose a little bit. Okay. Probably gonna get hit by dance. Alright, now I'm just gonna think of how I want to deal with this. Maybe if we get Vania, Bloodkin's actually gonna be half decent.
This is my home. You are my food.
Shed tears of joy, I've arrived.
Check this out.
Ah, my power's uncontrollable.
Ow.
Me? Really?
Ow.
Not gonna be in a great spot here. And no, it's not. It's just a classic aggro blood deck. Didn't appear in chat, really? Why is that broken again? God, I have nothing but technical difficulties here and there. Like, getting Twitch to do what I want it to do properly can be such a pain.
I want it.
Now I gotta manually put it into the Twitch chat.
Ow. I want it. It's like gold to me.
Okay. What are we gonna pull off here? Just drop the implanter.
Defile the battlefield.
I think we'll just do it that way.
This one's all me.
That's why rotation all. Okay.
So intoxicating.
Video only speak English.
Chaos, give it to me.
Full rotation though, they're not gonna get. I don't reckon they'll get rid of standard at all. That'll probably just stay as it is.
My home. You are my food. I want it. It's like gold to me.
Another Belphegor.
Shed tears of joy, I've arrived.
That stops from being targeted. Great.
I love the chaos.
Massacre. On to my next destiny.
Ow.
This is probably the better way to do it anyway.
Give it to me again.
Oh, I reckon it will. I highly reckon it will stay forever. Standard, I don't reckon they'd get rid of. Similar to what Hearthstone's done with their classic packs. They may get rid of certain cards, but they'll keep everything else, and that was shit. Like, very unlikely they get rid of anything else. They'll just get rid of anything after that. What else we got? I've got a few decks here. Still couldn't get the Storm to work as well as I would have liked. Might go with the Nep Ledger. I've been having a little bit of fun with that. Strong standard will remain forever. It contains some key. Yeah, exactly. Stolen Life, yeah. Well, there are a lot of blood decks floating around at the moment, especially on the Japanese side, so it's not too surprising. Everyone's trying to build whatever can work against the current meta to try and beat it out and become the next meta deck, pretty much. Ah, oh, come on. Double Unica. Against Dragon, of all things. That is not Roach. Well, I don't have anything to play Forest. That's the problem. I've only really got the cards to build a Roach Forest. Forest is one of the few classes I really neglect. Because I just... 1, I don't like playing it too much. And 2, I just don't have the cards to build it. I focus more on other classes. Actually, I might take a look at my statistics soon to see what's become the most played. The Evolve should keep this alive, I think.
I can be graceful too.
You gonna mess with me? You beckoned.
Okay. Fun plays. Okay. If they evolve that and trade, they've got to pick a target. And now I'm trying to work out what I can really do. Yod's best used on Mordecai. That may be useful on Watchman. I managed to pull that off. I think I'll just do this. We'll get double... double... what are they called? Liches? Are they liches? I don't know, whatever they are. Yeah, double lich. That's not too bad. Not too bad as long as it's kept to like a minimum sort of thing. That's not so bad. As long as it's not like completely flooding the chat, we'll be right. I want to be creative. Yeah, I kind of view the same sort of thing. I like to be creative. I also like to win, so I try and keep a nice balance of random creative decks and some competitive decks. Alright, turn 6. This isn't going to be that great, but... we can trade into that. And we get another 4/4. Being actually able to guarantee those is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. In a control shadow deck? Yeah, that sounds alright. I wouldn't mind messing around with that. I've got a couple of those. I don't know whether I've got any tyrants, but they're in the gold, so they're not that hard to craft. Too selfish. Man, duels to Thunder. I want to give it a go, and I will. What's the time? It's, what, 1? So, because I've got to download it, which will take not that long, but it'll fuck up the stream, so I'm not going to do that now. I'll download it after Dogmatic. I don't know whether you'll still be up then, because it'll probably be later, but I'll give it a go, and we might stream it on Thursday, maybe. I'm not streaming tomorrow, because I've got appointments and other things going on. But we might see how we go. I wouldn't mind having some variation in their streams. Like, I love streaming Shadowverse and all, but sometimes you got to break it up with something different.
A new world is our desire.
Okay, so where are they going to trade this?
This blade is our future.
Alright, into that. Makes sense, I guess. Now I may as well just drop Maud.
I'll show you.
You want to surprise the enemy. Oh dear.
Amazing, but I won't.
I really actually like Thane. Immortal Thane is awesome. Frosty's been using a anomaly forest deck, which has piqued my interest. Kind of expected something like that. Luckily Nep was in my hand.
Next are unchanging.
Ah, come on. I wanted to pull one of my other Mords. It still isn't that bad. I mean, I can work with this. Death's Breath isn't a bad option. Just to play out. The board clears do suck, but can work something out.
There's a lot more where
Oh,
that
fuck's sake, Ouroboros. So fucking powerful.
Well, a memento waits.
Shapely. Succulent. I'll live again.
Yay!
Today we battle.
He's feeling hungry. Shapely. Succulent.
This way, if they banish the board, that's gonna suck. But at least I can drop Underworld and have it trade the next turn and heal basically everything I lost. Well, actually, I'm dead if they... No, because that would cost them their entire turn, won't it? So that's not so bad. Okay, that's actually a huge problem. See, now a banish is going to completely screw me over.
Judgment for heretics like you. Shapely.
Worth a shot, though. Well, yeah, Ouroboros, Serpent of Infinity, that's a pretty obvious one if you know anything about mythology. Yay! Now I'm dead.
You're too strong.
You know, I just need a whole thing of salt that I can just throw at the screen. You know? Every time I come up against a dragon or shadow, we'll just throw salt, and then by the end, the whole desk would just be covered in it. That would be a truly, truly salty stream right there. I'm gonna play my AEST deck. I haven't played it for a little bit.
fighting and despair all you know?
I guess you're looking for a fight.
Torrent Sexton in my Nep deck. Yeah, it's not a bad option. Still wouldn't have helped overall, though. I mean, I could have played it. Sure, they wouldn't be able to banish, but I'm sure they would have had something else. Whether it was another Bahamut, whether it was going to be another full clear. I just have too many options from both banishment and normal clears now. I can't imagine how many victories you're going to get.
My name's Lou. It's short for Lou.
Few days of meme. Oh, I'm not that salty. I'm a little salty, but I'm really not that phased. I just like enjoying it, talking to you guys, having some fun. That was my whole point of getting to Master, then I didn't have to worry about my rank. I could just mess around. Whether I win or lose, for me now, it's not that big a deal. It's just nice to win. It feels good.
It's short for Lou.
Just Bahamut and Zero is pretty much a good combo. Oh dear.
No disruptions.
Let me show you something.
Cavalier, yeah. You can also just Sackle Heal the Bahamut out and then play Zeal. It is basically the same combo because you require 3 cards for that as well. The only difference is that way you do get to keep the Bahamut out and clear the board, which is nice, I guess. Impossible to reach anyway. How much all those nerds get everyone? Well, unlike a dog, which is one of the Shadow Nexus members, he's top 100, so it's not that unrealistic.
No.
Just for fun.
Lou. It's short for Lou.
That's all I'm doing now with Master, I don't care. I'm just playing for fun. And unranked, at most part, has just been meta decks anyway. It's starting to shift back to just some fun decks, but you still get mostly meta. How much does he play every day? He's played a lot, I think. A lot more than he'd probably like to admit.
Done for.
I see your weakness.
No.
But I'm on average putting about 2 hours in every day. 2 to 3 hours a day, roughly. So, and I think he would probably be putting somewhere around 5 to 6. Maybe less, just depends.
I'll see to your raise and double down.
Use Phoenix Roost that much? So I should try using it. Well, we would use Phoenix Roost if it was usable now. And you wrote Roast, which is hilarious. Pretty sure that's still unusable, and I don't know when that will be coming back. Roar and Sackle combos were enabled 0 now.
What in the...
Oh dear.
The real battle begins.
path has been laid. Obey heaven's word.
Alright, there we go. So there's the Heavenly. Test of Strength into... hopefully nothing if I have to, but... see.
The darkness.
No doubt this is D-Shift. Oh, maybe not. I mean, oh yeah, no, that's the double boost for that one, isn't it? So yeah, it's most likely D-Shift. The Mad Cyclone. He's a great Cyclone. Alright, since if it is D-Shift, I want to get as much on the board as I can. I see Test of Strength in Argus combo. It's a much better combo. Oh, that's sad. Not even playing Shadow. Can get you some wins? Jeez. Well, looks like that should end up being my game.
Let us conclude.
Can you stop the wind?
Alright, drops him to 10. Test of Strength protects me. And if anything does happen, I can drop Test of Strength again next turn, probably along with whatever else I want, nearly.
Real magic.
Alrighty. This Haven player, yeah, he'll be so salty. He's about to be beat by a guard. I'm not referring to myself, I'm referring to Argus.
I'm through.
I don't know, like, poor has nothing to do with building deck overall. Like, if you play enough, you will have cards.
You will be freed from suffering.
That's coming from someone who predominantly is a free-to-play player. I've bought maybe a couple of the starter decks right near the beginning, which right now aren't supplying that many good cards. Everything else has been free. It's just a matter of how much time you put in. The D-shift Odin. Yeah, that would actually suck, D-shifting with Odin, to get rid of my board, my test of strength, and then hitting my face. What is my life? Yeah, see, now that is spending a fortune, buying all of them. I worked it out. For me to buy every single one, it would be a couple $100 easy. Probably sitting around 3 to 4, actually. Let's actually see. I can't remember exactly what it was. It's about 17 per one. The 7 times 3, so that's 21. 21 times 17. Let's see. I can't be fucked working that out in my head. It would cost $357 for me to buy every single starter deck. Roughly. That doesn't count buying bigger gem packs and stuff like that. Just play aggro bad. Alright, man. Good night. Jesus. Breathing in some dust. Alright, I think I'm all good.
No disruptions. Ooh, sparkly stuff. Gimme!
No, man. Let's see.
Let me show you something. No disruptions. We're done for. I'm strong, be bad. No disruptions. Run away.
Well, the problem with that, Flindo, like, they may get nerfed soon, but it may not be for another month. Like, they may do them sooner, but looking at the last set rotation, they didn't do nerfs until 2 months in. And we're only just coming to the end of the first month, so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get it till either mid next month or late next month.
My king.
Unless they've actually picked up their game and decided to fix it, but... Just for 43 packs, lol. I'm definitely gonna have to check out Duelist. Something I looked at a long time ago and then just never bothered to play. I played Farrier and hated that. That bored the crap out of me. It just wasn't my style of game. Oh, you never know. They might do it early, but who knows? Like the Hex runes. game for me. Yeah. I don't like that style. If I want to play a card game, I want it to be similar to a classic card game. I don't want it to be more of a board game. If I wanted to play a board game, I'd play a board game. There's nothing wrong with crossing them, but I just didn't think it was done very well. The Duelist piqued my interest just by its style, but I haven't looked into it. There's some weird mechanics. Shadowverse has to keep it straightforward. Yeah, that's it. Well, most of them seem to be trying to be unique, but the problem with being unique is you're then breaking everything else, which kind of sucks.
Let me show you something. The real battle begins. I'm strong because I'm good. Bad.
Really, I thought you were good because you were strong.
How class. You've gotta see me dance.
Miserable weaklings.
Your tragedy has begun.
Hey, check this out.
Okay.
No!
So, I've got Death. Yay. What a pain in the ass card that is. That's such a cool combo. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's annoying. But it's cool. Crap card that surprised the enemy like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh dear. Those sort of mechanics though for a lot of games are too complicated, I guess. That's how they look at it. Because if you take an example, they want them to try and be mobile games, so you know, they want the average play session for a game to be about 10 minutes. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh games that go half an hour just purely because it takes so long to play. So things like Shadowverse, they want to limit how long a game can go for. Same with things like Hearthstone, you know, they'd have a set time limit to what they want to reach for a kind of minimum maximum situation. Which makes sense. It's kind of unique, but it doesn't really break the game. Yeah, Evolve was a really good way to do that. It's something I hadn't really seen in any other card game, and it was definitely interesting. It reminds me of, the only thing I can compare it to that I can think of would be either Pokemon or Force of Will, but they use it in very different ways. They don't use it anywhere near like this, so it's a bit hard to even compare that. Probably should have killed that, honestly. Too expensive. It's actually probably one of the cheaper card games overall. It's not actually that bad. I played it when it very first came out in English. And I haven't touched it since, mainly because I went and moved away, and then I moved back, and then I got sick, and I haven't really been to play any kind of local card game for a long time. Otherwise, I probably would have kept up with Force of Will. Plus, their translations for their initial sets were really bad. It's a lot better now, but it was bad to start with. Inspired by internet card games, the physical card games just come across as pricey now. Yeah. Physical card games are always quite pricey. It sucks, but such is life.
Your evil deeds end now.
You were done for.
Just realized, I forgot to tell you, I found a counter to Argus card. What kind of counter other than Kaiga? Kaigawa? Whatever that card is. And Roland. Roland hits it hard as well. They're the only two I can think of, other than just warding your entire board. Because I've tried a few different counter kind of style decks. Doggo's worked really well. Shout out to Doggo for being an awesome doggo. Yeah. That was one of the first cards people tried to go to counter it. The only problem is getting it pulled off every time can be a pain in the ass. And because you normally got to hold the evolves right until the end so you can use it.
What in the...
These Shadowplay, I just kind of roll my eyes. Oh, that feeling. Know it all too well.
Drives me crazy. It's such an eyesore. Hey, why so angry?
When listeners supposed to better kill me. Using for hams and zeal combo with Ariat. Yeah, that works.
Orthrus has arrived. I'll show you.
Gotta take what opponents you get.
Oh, it's so bright.
Okay. That's not what I meant to play. Fuck's sake. I meant to try and grab Luck Swing. Damn, misplays. Fuck's sake.
Nothing can get me down.
Your evil deeds end now.
Now, at least for the most part, I'm going to get rid of this board. Edica is going to be a huge problem, though. Because it is going to get one zombie plus the boost on the 2-2. I need to have a lot more early damage.
What in the...
Yay! More zombies.
It's the pits for you.
And this deck doesn't run any fucking board clear. So all I can do is slow him down. I think Zombie Party's pretty fun.
This head can't be taken.
It's just the Edica combo that comes off of it is such a pain in the ass. I mean, what do you do against this other than board clear? That's the only option. Alright. Oh, it's not that bad. I've played much worse card games, trust me. Playing 3 years of Hearthstone, you get used to dealing with stuff like that. And broken metas. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Was worse. The amount of broken metas I played against in there was ridiculous. I'm just trying to find a deck I can settle on that I enjoy. I actually don't mind the Wilfred. Whew. No, I'm trying to add some new fun stuff to my channel, hopefully, so that'll be interesting.
Come on.
2 animated edit card to build. Oh no! That's a terrible thing to do, man.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
You're mean.
Alright. But we're not playing League. Well, I'm not playing League. I really despise League. I just don't find it enjoyable, like, at all.
Let's speed things up. Too slow. Too slow.
You're mean. Souls. They're so fresh.
Should have been quicker.
The battlefield awaits. Onward
Too
ho!
slow.
That was supposed to be my escape from Hearthstone, broken meta though.
Should have been quicker.
No, you're never going to avoid broken metas. Any card game you play that exists will have some form of broken meta at some point. No game will ever be perfectly balanced. That's just how life is. The only way to make a balanced game is to make every character and every single thing exactly the same. Buy the 4-day skin. Oh dear. Was so nicely tuned. I would completely disagree. We had the exact same problem with Daria and OTK Roach. We had the same problem with Elena and Seraph decks prior to that. You know, it's just this time the audience is much larger because it's grown so huge that people are now viewing it differently.
No one gets past me.
Not even chess is balanced, yeah. That's it. Chess is more balanced than most things though when you look at it, because at least all the pieces are the same and they function the same way. Like, you have an equal amount of exactly the same item. It's just a matter of first and second, which can make a huge difference. Maybe I'm just solely bitched. I actually don't mind Aria. Oh dear. But we had the same problem. Like, I see everyone getting salty over Dragon and Shadow, but we did have the same sort of problems. It's just this time round we have more players. Ugh. Which means we have a larger pool of them. Dama, I don't even know what that is. Oh, basically checkers. Okay, I was confused. I was like, okay. Now I learnt something new. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was completely fucking... I'm dead now. Oops. Peter Forrest was a bit of... Peter P. Forrest. Same situation though. Tried League again last night and then deleted it. Oh, Doggo, you're so good. You should. I tried Atlas Reactor, but I have no clue how to play. I might have to get into a lobby sometime with you and you might have to give me a rundown on how to play it because it looks interesting. It's a weird turn-based style game. Yeah, I looked it up and I found that it means checkers. It was hard to pilot deck. Oh, I wouldn't say it was too hard to pilot. PDP Forest. I'd say you've got almost just as difficult setup with a lot of other decks now. I think OTK Roach was one of the harder setups because you had to work out all the math and make sure you didn't misplay a lot in advance. Forest definitely overall though has had a lot more skill-based decks that required a lot more thinking. It's hard for me though. A lot of prediction. Alright. I'm definitely interested. It looks like an interesting game. We're probably going to end this off soon. Might download Duelist and give that a go. I might also sit in the Shadow Nexus chat lobby. If Doggo, you're going to be up for much longer, I don't know about whether you're going to go to sleep soon or not. Because for you it'd be quite late. The math, yeah. It's more predicting the math that was a pain in the ass. Working the math out from hand I found really easy. Because I'm not too bad with math. You ever try Warframe? Oh, we shouldn't go into Warframe, man. I have like hundreds of hours into Warframe. Whoops, I should have attacked with that. I've spent a lot of time playing Warframe and decking things out. Usually I'll go through stints where I'll play it for like hours. Yeah, sleep now. Well, I'll probably end off soon, so I'll be on for at least the next couple hours after that. I might download Duelist and give it a shot. I loved Warframe though as a game. It was great fun. It does get a bit repetitive, but if you have a good team and a good people to play with, it's really fun. So much on Warframe too. We might have to start having a couple Warframe streams then. I actually really enjoy that. On Xbox though, that's no good, man. I originally played it on PS4, and then once I got my PC set up, I started playing on there. One of my favorite characters is Ember, for sure. Actually made by some friends of mine. Wow, that's actually really cool. I really did enjoy Warframe. One of my more favorite games of that style. And it's pretty ironic because when you look at it, Destiny pretty much copied the exact same formula, just in a much, I would say, more polished and simplistic way. I wish I could transfer so we can play. Yeah, they don't transfer that way, do they? I thought they used to, but I don't think they do anymore. I thought Torture was banished from school after the 60s. Oh, Rhino is an awesome character too. I actually have the Ruby and Rhino skin, which is pretty sweet looking. I definitely might have to get a Warframe stream going at some point. They only transfer from PC to console. Yeah, that's what I thought. Which is an absolute pain. But no. I haven't touched Warframe in at least 6 months though. It's been a little while. I came back when they added the whole major story arc where you learn that you're a person inside the ship piloting a Tenno, which is really cool. So you're not actually the Tenno, that's why you can swap them all the time. Tennos are basically armor, which is awesome. I got Prime or whatever it's called, yeah. I've got Prime Ember, I think I have Prime Rhino, and I think a couple of the other Primes I've gained, and a few different weapons. Like I said, I was right into it for a long time there. I'm actually not sure how many hours I have on PC, but between PC and console, I would have quite a bit. Now I can't even find it. Actually, it might not have been reinstalled after I did a whole reboot a while back. I may have to reinstall it, that's all. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to reinstall that. I might do that later too. Last time I played was when the mummy guy came out. I forgot his name. What's your favourite frame? Definitely Ember. By far was one of, like, it's still my favourite frame. It's one of the ones I started with and one that I enjoyed the most. Ember Prime to be specific, obviously. Alright, we'll probably wrap things up after this game. It's been about hour 20. Alright, plenty of damage. Old school Halo. The PvP I never really got into. Like, what have they added now? Because the last lot of PvP I ever touched wasn't that great.
No one gets past me.
It all ends here.
Plus, I only ever played it with one guy who was a friend of mine, and we're not really friends anymore. We had a pretty big falling out, and yeah, that was much fun. Let's see.
You're an intruder. It won't be long now. Get out of my sight.
I have 901 hours on PC, but I'm pretty sure it's actually higher than that because at one point Steam stopped working properly and I ended up just playing it through the actual Warframe launcher.
Welcome home, sir.
Killer 1-1. Yeah, I should have. I should have got rid of the 1-1.
No retreat. Come on, let's play.
I'm the Force protector.
I'm gonna sleep now. That's alive. That's alright, man.
Come on, let's play.
Okay.
Come on, let's play.
Is that the Wilfred deck or the mid range? I think it's the Wilfred deck. I actually got a video on it. It's coming out in 2 days. Tomorrow, sorry. Yeah, because today's video is Frosty Mitz and I's game that I've set up.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle. Saber strike! Saber strike!
Onward ho!
Steel yourself!
Life's fate is not.
Come on.
This deck's actually really fun. Actually, is it the mid range? I can't remember. I can't remember which one it is.
You're an intruder. This ends here. Get out of my sight.
So this is the end.
We're together forever.
That sucks. Well, I was hoping he wouldn't heal. Oh dear. It's okay, I can view the link anyway, okay, so it's fine. Doesn't ban me from it, which is lucky.
My Tempest shall judge you! Yourself.
Ow! Oh, come on! Ow!
The slowest loading image ever, man. This image is taking forever to load. Like, wow.
Sparkly stuff. Give
Probably because I'm streaming right now, but seriously.
Forest is crying for help. You're done for. Guide me, Elder Tree.
2 damage, seriously. How hard is it to pull the 2 damage I need here? There we go.
Such negative magic. You're strong.
Alright. We're going to wrap things up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. There won't be a stream tomorrow. We'll most likely have one Thursday, Friday at this point. I'm not really sure. But keep an eye out on Twitter, on wherever. If you've got notifications turned on, you'll see it come up, obviously. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'll probably head over to the Shadow Nexus Discord and be in there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See ya.